at my white friends and be like, yo, Byron, you're like, usually it's old white guys. They'll be like, you're the whitest, you're the whitest black guy I know. And I'll be like, and I got my black friends be like, yo, dog, you ain't black enough, you know what I'm saying? You whitewashed and da-da-da. And I'm like, then I got the EP industry that's like, you're misrepresenting the industry right now because we don't carry assault rifles and wear plate carriers. And just because I've never done that, I think you can't be doing it. And I'm like, looking at everybody and one thing I can say, it's interesting as I gain more visibility is watching everybody try to put put me in their box. And I'm kind of watching the show and it's so interesting. And I'm like, yo, Jeff, my white friend, listen, man, I'm not the whitest black guy that you know. I'm just not an N-word, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Jeff, I get it, you know what I mean? I understand, because when you open your eyes and you look on TV and you listen to our music, you see a bunch of N-words. So like you're trying to reconcile the fact that like, you're like, yo, Byron doesn't act like any of the other black guys I know, so he must be a white black guy. And it's like, no, Jeff, I'm just Byron, you know what I'm saying? And then I go over here to the homies and they're like, yo, dog, where's your black card? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm just Byron. And they're like, nah, you whitewashed. And I'm like, I mean, I can fight, you know what I'm saying? But I'm Byron, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, you're a victim of racism that doesn't even realize that you're a victim of racism. And I'm like, maybe, but I'm pretty happy. And I want you to have what I have. Being black in this awesome country is actually kind of tight if you do it right, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just Byron, you know what I'm saying? That's the game, And then like with the EP game, they're like, doing the whole like, some people who recognize, who don't recognize some of the things I do or don't understand that we are in stage 2 of a 13-step master strategy are like, you're misrepresenting the industry. And I'm like, no, I'm not. If you follow my executive protection content, you'll see that I'm absolutely not. If you follow Byron's Life brand, you're gonna see a lot of really cool things, but you'll also see a lot of things in my private security content that aren't executive protection, but are some cool things we do in private security, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but hey, by the way, real quick, get me out of your box, I'm not just executive protection, I'm not just private security. I have 4 different brands, multiple companies, because I'm Byron, you know what I'm saying? God bless people, love them, but do understand that they're gonna have to put you in their box. Most of the time, depending how strong and aware they are, they're going to want to put you in a box. And it's going to have to be a box that they feel comfortable with. The brothers want to put me in their black box. You know what I'm saying? The white dudes want to find a way to put me in their white box. Executive protection agents that have been in the game for decades and probably hot in the 80s want to put me in there. This is how we do executive protection box. You know what I'm saying? Respect their boxes, but become strong enough to be yourself, because that is your superpower. And the second you give up who you are, what you were here to bring to the world, to fit into one of their boxes, you give up the only thing that makes you strong. Many of us forfeit our individuality for acceptance into these boxes. I think it's one of the greatest tragedies of this life, because in the end, everyone loses. The chaos from your individuality is what brings change and pushes the adaptation and the evolution to each and every one of these demographics. You are sent here to be yourself, and that self and that uniqueness is truly your gift to the world. If you give it up because respectable, accomplished people who cannot recognize the beauty of your uniqueness, I'll say it that way. I could say change, progress, and evolution, but I don't know that that's true. If you give it all up to make them happy, you give up everything. Happy Monday.